What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sports Talk with Moaz. We got another controversial take by some analyst that thinks they know what they're talking about when it comes to basketball, Steph Curry and the Warriors. As we know, there's so many haters out there, and I wanted to address this one, guys. Look, I have not watched this video. It's a little bit of an older video. It's from 7 months ago, so around that time where Steph Curry was going to break his three-point record, Ray Allen's record. And Rob Parker supposedly says that Steph Curry isn't the greatest shooter of all time. And look, you guys, I wanted to hear it out. Like, let me hear him out, see what he had to say. So let's watch this, and then I'll comment on it.
Let me say this. I think as years go by, and if you guys want to argue with me and call him the greatest three-point shooter because he's had more makes.
Not three-point shooter. Shooter.
No, I'm saying, but if you want to argue with me about his three-point shooting prowess, fine. He's not the greatest shooter in my mind.
Okay, look. There it is. The quote is out. He just said Steph Curry is not the greatest shooter in his mind. I don't think any other person in the world probably says this. Even Skip Bayless, I think, admits that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Let's hear this.
Just me. But here's the other thing that years from now, you'll look back at it and it'll be comical. Hear me out. Because you'll realize that it has more to do with the game and guys putting up threes more so than it being about Steph Curry.
Bro, okay, that's where my first issue is, right? The fact that he's saying it's more about the game and Steph Curry. Why did the game change to be where everybody's shooting threes? Steph Curry made it this way. Everybody had to adapt to what he did. He changed the game of basketball. Before he came, the record for threes in a season was like 270 or 260 or something like that by Ray Allen. Steph Curry's broken that mark by like 6-7 times. He had the record for most threes made in a game, which he's the only shooter to make 400 threes. He's the only shooter to have multiple 300-yard shooting three-point makes in a season. Like, what else is there to say? Rob Parker, we should take this all with a grain of salt right now because he's a bona fide Steph Curry hater, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, what he did to ruin this guy. Like, maybe this guy's like a Bay Area Warriors Steph Curry hater for some reason, and he always discredits him, but I don't know, man. Let's listen.
To illustrate exactly that point. Steph's record probably won't last that long because in his first 4 years, Steph had 643 threes.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell in his first three seasons.
Attempted or made?
Makes.
Right.
726. Right?
Right.
Okay, look, right here, what he's going to start talking about is totals. And look, I get it. Look, the people coming into the league now are shooting more threes, but why is that? Like, let's answer that damn question. Why are people shooting more threes? Because the formula to win, which was set by the Warriors in 2015 by the Splash Bros, which are the best shooter of all time and arguably the second best shooter of all time, it shows that they can win. And to match that, the range has been going further and further for everybody that practices. Yeah, someone might break Steph Curry's record. I don't think it's going to be fucking Donovan Mitchell. Like, Donovan Mitchell's a good three-point shooter, but he's not as efficient. I would love to guess someone to comment right now and let me know how many times has Donovan Mitchell shot 40+% from the three. Steph Curry shot 50, 45, 90, averaging 30 points per game on insane volume. No other person is fucking doing that, guys. Like, this guy, I just, like, I'm frustrated, man. I don't even want to finish this. Like, I don't even want to finish this.
So he already had way more in his first four, and now Trae Young's coming up behind him, Crip?
Bro, look, volume? Look, we're talking about the greatest shooter of all time. That does not have to do with any record, which Steph Curry has, right? But if you're just talking about volume, that does not make someone better. Steph Curry is efficient, has the volume, has the difficulty, has the spot up, has the off the dribble, has anything you can imagine he can hit. And he's comparing guys like Trae Young. I don't think Trae Young's ever shot 40% from three in his career. And Trae Young's great, but if you look at his first few years, he was shooting around like in the low 30s from 3-point. So look.
Currently in his fourth season, he's on pace for 710. All I'm saying is the numbers are astronomical, and there'll be guys coming behind him shooting even more threes than maybe Steph even attempted to start, and they'll play, and this record will be changing hands over and over and over.
See, look, that's the issue. First off, look, he makes the claim that Steph Curry's not the best shooter of all time in his eyes. I would love to hear who he thinks that person is, right? And then his second claim is that it's other people are going to pass him because they're going to shoot more threes. Yeah, they might pass him, which I don't think is going to happen for a while. I don't think any player in the NBA right now is going to do it. You saw guys like Duncan Robinson start hitting threes, and everybody thought he'd be that next fucking guy. But look, Duncan Robinson can't even fucking get off the bench, bro. Like Trae Young is not efficient enough to hit 400 threes in a season. Like Steph's going to be doing this well into his career. He has 3,000. He's definitely going to be above 4,000 in my opinion by his end of his career. And look, if someone passes it, that's not going to change it. Look, I'm not saying like definitively that Steph Curry is going to forever be the greatest shooter of all time. But I'm saying right now, there's no debate that he's the best shooter of all time. I don't think there's one analyst out there, maybe outside of Rob Parker, that fucking says this, and he doesn't even go into who the fucking guy that he thinks is in first place, man. I just don't get it. Sometimes there's these media guys that are fucking like, they look, they probably have miserable fucking lives like Rob Parker and Skip Bayless, and they just gotta bash people. And I just want to expose these guys, man. Like, cause I feel like on these sports networks, they don't challenge these guys enough. It's like, they don't give like logical reasoning. Like, what reasoning is he saying that he's not the best shooter? Like, the reasoning I have for Steph Curry being the best shooter is like, he literally changed the game of basketball, because if you look at the shooting percentages or the number of threes taken before and after Steph Curry came into the league, it's changed for good. Steph Curry set every fucking record that there is to set, outside of Klay Thompson breaking it and getting 14 threes in a game. And I think Steph could have broken that plenty of times, but the Warriors are usually up in those games where Steph gets hot and Curry's pulled them. Steph has the playoff record, hit the most threes. He's hit big shots from all over in the biggest games we saw against the Celtics. He can make it from anywhere. There's not a single three that's a bad three. And his range is much further than any of those guys. Dame Lillard's maybe the only other guy that has range that goes as far as Steph Curry at good volume. So I just don't get it, bro. Guys, man, this shit's frustrating, bro. Look, hey, I appreciate you guys watching, but man, this fool Rob Parker gotta go, man. Like, look, he's a great, probably smart fucking analyst, but sometimes these takes are just horrible, man. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this. If you watch this, make sure you comment. Let's go Dubs. But hey, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And if you guys got some other video out there that you want me to watch, let me know. All right, guys, I appreciate everything. Sports Moz out.